be done with pure consciousness, and that's pretty much what we're shooting for. I mean, and not that there's not going to be a cat fight here and there. There will be, because this entire planet has been enslaved, and there are forces that don't want us to have freedom. They want to keep us as slaves, but I don't like it. I certainly don't like being a slave. It's no fun at all. And so basically you want to do that prior to the shift, and on the day of the shift, we want to do this on a planetary scale, or even a solar system level, but we want to do it on a planetary scale right away. And if well, depending on the human race, we can take part in a solar system activity, or just do this on a planetary scale. But I have to wait and see what the universe's reaction is going to be to this. And what I'm suggesting is that EMS and all militaries, regardless of what costume they put you in, work together to relinquish the beings that now have control of this technology, relinquish them of their responsibility of having control of these satellites and these cameras, and upgrade the curriculum of the television to a four-dimensional perception. So, and that's pretty big. And basically, once I, and I'm speaking for myself here. I'm not speaking for anybody else. But once I have the information on a real-time basis from the satellites and the camera system on this planet, I am making the promise right now to all life on Earth that I will take this information and use it for the purpose of world peace, and I will tell every police department, every military, every doctor, every lawyer, everyone the truth about what's going on this planet, so we can all work with the truth when we're working together to fix it. So, and I'm the most honest being in manifest, and I have no problem with scrutiny at a telepathic level. So that's that. Yeah, and basically once we have that, then all we have to do is follow saints and angels into a higher level of existence, and follow the advice of saints and angels up to a higher dimension. So some homework in regards to space operations and validation as to the things I said here. You want to watch the movie Apollo 18. You want to YouTube Richard Hoagland, Dark Mission. And you will want to YouTube audio, Earth Defense Force, Secret Space Fleet, full interview. And I believe that is 5 parts. And that goes over some of the military and how the military operates in the solar system. And basically, I mean, it's ridiculous across the board. I mean, it's a ridiculous, across the board. But putting common sense to it, they put military personnel out on these spaceships, and when they're out there, they're not even allowed to look out the window of the spaceship sometimes. If they come across a radio station, they're not allowed to tune into the radio station, or they might get court-martialed. So, I mean, in every military, the military is being completely isolated. They're putting blindfolds on you until they take the blindfold off when you're in the middle of a war. And if you had the information to start with, there would be no reason for a war. So basically, that's the change that would be made with space operations. I'd make sure that whoever you are, if you're out on a spaceship, you have full control and knowledge of your surroundings, and you'll be working with the truth at all times in the prevention of war, and not the orchestration of it. Okay, so that does space operations. So now we know what we got to do there. Then we have the mainstream media, and I'll just go over that because this is convoluted. Um, Basically, what we'll want to do is we'll want to put saints and angels in charge of the the curriculum and the information that's being put out on the television. Right now, um, the, most of the information on the television is just a big smoke screen, and it's meant to keep a being in a very low level of consciousness. And it's easy for me to see this with the expanded consciousness, but you'll be able to do this with technology if you create that app. You'll be able to see it right off the bat with technology, or if you just expand your consciousness, it'll become very clear to you at that point too. But we'll want to upgrade the content, in the basically, so if you turn on the news, you get the truth instead of a diversion. And they'd be and who would you want in charge of that? You'd want Alex Jones and Michael Salla in charge of that. And I actually know them, and I know their angels as well. And they come with a complete entourage of angels too. So there's no problem there. Basically, all it is requiring honesty. If you want to get on national television and say whatever you're going to say, fine, but let it be the truth. And right now, you can prove right off the bat with an expanded consciousness that most of the stuff that you're seeing on the media is just distorted, manipulated information, and it's not the truth. So we want to just upgrade it so what it is. That's all. So basically,